is your boy, the American F1 fan, Eric Ringel here, and today we are reacting to a subscriber's suggestion. We are going to react to the top 10 injury comebacks in Formula One. So about a week ago, I posted a video of the top 10 worst crashes of all time in Formula One. But now let's have some lighthearted and some good, just heartwarming stories about, some of the F1 drivers that have made comebacks in Formula One. So let's get on into the top 10 injury comebacks in Formula One in 3, 2, 1, go!
Martin Brundle's career almost came to an end at the 1984 Dallas Grand Prix. A puncture sent him crashing into a concrete barrier, breaking both his ankles and feet. American surgeons were preparing to amputate.
Oh my God! That's horrendous.
Puncture sent him crashing into a concrete barrier, breaking both his ankles and feet.
Both ankles and feet, Jesus! Okay, I will give Martin Brundle, I won't give him as much shit as I typically do when he's walking the grid. Like, holy crap.
Surgeons were preparing to amputate, but legendary F1 doctor Professor Sid Watkins transferred Brundle to a London clinic, saving both his feet and his career. Brundle fought back and fulfilled a lengthy career, driving for the likes of Brabham, Benetton, McLaren, and Jordan.
That's impressive that he was... So, breaking an ankle, typically you can make a comeback from that. Breaking both ankles, that's a little bit more difficult. But then breaking both your feet and, doctors saying they're going to have to amputate, that's, if that's number 10, I swear I can't figure out what the other 9 are going to be at this point.
Qualifying for the 2009 Hungarian Grand Prix saw a spring detach itself from the rear suspension of Rubens Barrichello's brawn and hit Felipe Massa, who was travelling at 170 miles an hour.
I remember this. I remember getting the news
ruling him out
about
for the remainder of the 2009 season. Massa returned with...
To watch that in real time, watch him as... and if you've watched any of the videos that aren't Formula One coverage, they'll slow it down and they'll show you where the spring comes from. And oh my God, that literally could have killed him. And just the spring hitting him in the helmet could have killed him. But then, traveling at 170 miles per hour into a wall,
Ferrari
Jesus.
2010, and would remain in the sport for another 8 seasons.
Massa was so good at Ferrari. He was so underrated
there. Suffered a broken neck following a serious road accident in the winter of 1984, in which the Austrian was thrown through his car window, landing in a river.
Jesus, Gerhard, what the hell?
Remarkably, the car following at the time was occupied by 2 doctors, who died.
Lucky. So lucky. Gerhard is so lucky there. Sorry, I paused a lot.
Life-saving drugs from the boot of their car. Following innovative surgery for the time, Berger made a strong recovery and would go on to claim 10 race wins and 48 podium finishes during his Formula One career.
Wow, that's impressive.
Mika Häkkinen's scariest Formula One moment came in qualifying for the 1995 Australian Grand Prix. A delaminating rear left tyre caused Häkkinen to lose control of his McLaren,
knocked him out,
smashing him into a concrete wall and knocking him out. Emergency workers...
God, and that goes to attest to the safety that they've, with the Armco barriers and the safer barriers that they use nowadays, where it's just, it takes in so much of the G-force in a crash, oh my God.
And Professor
you could
Sid
see
Watkins
he was clearly knocked out there.
A trackside tracheotomy that undoubtedly saved his life. And despite the psychological impact this would have had on the Finn, Häkkinen felt strong enough to return for 1996 and would go on to win back-to-back drivers' titles in 1998 and 1999.
That's impressive to win 2 championships after that happened.
A young Johny Herbert was gaining interest from F1's biggest teams as he worked his way through the lower formula. But in 1988, he was involved in a sickening Formula 3000 crash at Brands Hatch, where his legs took the full force of a shunt with the barriers.
Oh my God. Oh. my God. Wow, how did that not make the worst F1? Well, it was a feeder series, but like, oh my God. His legs took the brunt of it.
Multiple fractures.
Like, you can see his legs hanging out of the car. Oh my God.
Rehabilitation, Herbert was somehow able to drive again and started the 1989 season with an incredible fourth-place finish for Benetton. Just 2 seconds behind second-placed Alain Prost, despite barely being able to walk.
Wow.
While practicing for
that, oh my God, that wreck was so oh my God, that was disgusting.
a sports car race in 1965, John Certis suffered a life-threatening accident that left the Briton with a smashed femur, split pelvis, and one side of his body 4 inches shorter than the other. As Certis turned into a corner, the front suspension suddenly broke, and he smashed into a guardrail. A surgeon literally pulled Certis back into shape, and by the start of 1966, he was...
Just the injuries, the crushed femur and the pelvis, the broken pelvis, like... And then one leg is now shorter, like 4 inches shorter. I mean, think about that for a minute. That's 4 inches right there. That, or about 4 inches. I mean, that's maybe being a little polite, but like how do you go on to then drive a Formula One car?
Racing,
like
winning the second round of the season in Belgium by a full 42 seconds.
Wow, John Certis won his first race back by 42 seconds. Wow.
Michael Schumacher suffered one of a driver's biggest fears in 1999 as his Ferrari's brakes failed on the opening lap of the British Grand Prix.
Broke his leg, I remember this as a kid.
At Stowe Corner, and he was forced to sit out 6 races with a broken leg.
Yeah.
But Schumacher responded in the only way he could, and he took pole position by almost a full second on his comeback race in Malaysia.
Oh my God! That proves to you how much of a legend Michael Schumacher truly is. I mean, to be able to break a leg, sit out 6 races, come back, get pole in your first race back, like, that's just, oh my God.
He would go on to claim the first of 5 straight drivers' championships for Ferrari.
And then he claimed 5 championships
ahead of
after
the
that?
non-championship 1952 Grand Prix of Italy, Juan Manuel Fangio
in the
was
early days of
from a road
Formula
race
One
in Northern Ireland, and arrived at Monza just 30 minutes before the race started. The Argentine was visibly tired, and just 2 laps into the race clipped an inside curb and somersaulted off the circuit.
Oh my
His
God.
neck and back were broken, and his...
That kills most people. Like, that literally, broken neck and broken back, that kills a lot of people.
Was over. Returning to fitness in 1953, he took a race win, before claiming 4 straight championships from 1954 to 1957 to become the sport's first 5-time world champion.
I don't want to ever hear, like, back in the early days, those were some gangsters right there. Like, to be able to go out like he did, broken back, broken neck, and make it back to Formula One, and then win 4 straight championships? Oh my God. Wow. Number 2.
After looking fast in pre-season testing,
Kubica
suffered a serious crash in the 2011 Ronde d'Andorra rally, in which his right forearm was partially severed. It seemed his F1 career was over, but his hard work and determination to return
This is such a story.
was incredible. And in June 2017, 6 years after his accident, Robert was back behind the wheel of a Formula One car as he tested once again for Renault.
Robert Kubica, so when he came back, like, Haas was in Formula One at this point, and there was a small part of me to be able to see what he was able to do after so many years after that crash that severed his forearm, and like, to be able to come back and do that, like, there was a part of me that wanted Haas to bring him in and like have him be that underdog story, and that's so cool.
And now, ready to compete once again, the Williams team have given him a full-time return for 2019, as Formula One welcomes back a true inspiration.
That was great to see Williams give him that
Niki
shot.
Lauda was engulfed in flames
Of
following a
course.
horrific incident.
Of course, Niki Lauda's number one. Like, how is he not?
The Austrian's car twitched through a fast left-hander and speed right into the
oh my
barriers,
God.
causing the Ferrari's fuel tank to rupture. Eventually pulled from his car,
Jesus.
Lauda spent a
I don't think they say it here, but he was pulled from his car by other drivers that stopped and saw what happened. Like, they pulled him out of the car. Like,
recovery.
And also, watch the movie Rush. If you guys have not watched the movie Rush, you've got to watch it. Like, they do such a great job of telling the story of Niki Lauda and Niki Lauda versus James Hunt and that season. Like, they do such a great job.
In hospital, having his burns treated and lungs vacuumed. He missed the next 2 rounds, but incredibly returned to fight for the championship, still in considerable pain, at the Italian Grand Prix.
He just missed
and
2 rounds?
An excellent 4th. Lauda would famously miss out on the title by just a single point to James Hunt, following his decision to retire the car in Fuji.
He missed just 2 races after basically being given his last rites by a priest in the hospital after that crash. Like, that's, oh my God, like, good Lord, like, that's just amazing to me.
But he won the grand prize for a 2nd time in 1977, and a 3rd in 1984. Truly, the sport's most incredible comeback story.
Oh, absolutely, abso-freaking-lutely. That is the best comeback story. But I shouldn't have questioned who was going to be number one. Like, just the fact of what Niki Lauda was able to do, you know, after that fiery crash, like, is just amazing and just a testament to, you know, how tough F1 drivers were back then. But guys, let me know in the comment section down below what you guys thought of this top 10 list. Is there anything that was missing from this top 10 list? You know, let me know in the comment section down below. Also, let me know what other videos, Formula One videos, would you guys like me to react to? I know there's so much more out there, but let me know in the comment section down below what else you guys would like me to react to. As I reacted to one of my subscribers, S580, he's the one that suggested this video, so shout out to you for this video. And guys, slap a like on this video as well, so I can know that this is the kind of content you guys want to see from me. And then also, guys, subscribe if you guys are new to my channel for more daily and weekly Formula One content. I am pumping stuff out all the time. We're nearing the summer break, so I mean, we've all got to get our Formula One fix somehow. So why not subscribe to this channel, as we're going to have amazing Formula One content for you guys over that summer break. But guys, for the American F1 fan, I'm Eric Ringel, signing off.